teaching you the hotshot cut. Looks something like this. Okay, kind of restricted by the camera view, but I think the hardest part is the cut. The cut looks like this. Okay, there's many cuts that you can do for this. I created one. Actually, I don't know if I created one that looks like that. But I'm gonna be teaching you the most standard way, which looks like this. Okay, this is a cut that most people do for the Charlie, for the hot shot, and you can either hold it like this or like this. I'm gonna be teaching it like this because my hands are small. You can hold it if you want like this, except you might be confused during the tutorial. Depends on your hand size. So when you're in this position, you're gonna kind of bring the cards closer to your thumb. And how you do that is your ring is going to kind of go forward while your index is going back. So it looks like that is what it would look like. And that brings the cards closer to your thumb. Now you take your thumb, place it over here. Okay. You're going to kind of like take off about half the packet. It's kind of hard to explain, but if your thumb just pulls, it'll eventually clear your left ring, and you can maybe like push your left ring off to the side a bit. When you're doing it, like see when I did it that time. Oops. When I did it that time, my left ring, my ring finger went to the top of the packet to allow this packet to clear. So this is what it looked like. Your ring goes up as you pull. Then, now you're in this position. Your pinky is going to go to the bottom, and then your thumb is going to rotate clockwise. It's going to come to here, and this pinky is there to prevent this packet from slipping. You'll probably need to get used to this, but I think it won't be too much of a problem. After you're here, your thumb is going to keep on rotating until it clears this packet. You see there's some space in between it. Now what you're going to do is you're going to move your index finger down as these fingers kind of pull up on this packet. That'll allow your first finger to kind of duck into there and place this packet back on top. Square it up using your fingers. And afterwards, since this packet is kind of upwards, I like to give it a push with my index. Okay, now you're set up for the card shot. But let me show you it again. You're here. Bring the cards closer. Thumb is going to go from here to this, this side. Now ring is going to go upwards a bit, but still touching this packet to allow this packet to clear. Now your pinky goes to the bottom to prevent this packet from slipping, and your thumb is going to rotate clockwise until it clears this packet. Now raise this packet up a bit as you bring this bottom packet closer to here and put this packet on top of here. Now square it up with your index a bit. You're left in this position. Okay? I'll make sure that there's a break, because what you're actually doing when you're doing this, you're taking the bottom card. You're not taking a card from middle as most people would suspect. It's good for like card reels and that kind of stuff. But after you're here, square it up a bit. Then your middle is going to push up. Push up and to the side. This bottom card. Okay. This isn't too hard. It might take a little bit of practice, but it's fairly easy. So push up with this, push up with your middle and to the side. That's gonna make this packet, that's gonna make this card out jog like this. Now you're ready for the card to shoot. Okay, and how you do it is when you're here. Let me show you a review. How it looks like. all you're doing is pulling back your middle, and that's what it looks like. Um, After you out jog it, make sure the first finger is not touching the card. I usually kind of like point it that way, because if it is, you're gonna have a hard time getting the rotation that you need. You might get a really weak rotation. That's usually what happens if your index is still on there, or um, or that's gonna happen. Okay, and then you won't be able to get the card out. Um, at first when I tried it, I kept my index finger on the card. Do not do that because you will not be able to get the rotation that you need. Okay, all your middle finger is doing is this. It looks like that. Make sure that is kind of on the pip, right there where the heart is. If you see it, um, it's just gonna pull a bit. Once you get enough control with that, of just doing that and catching it, how you catch it is fairly straightforward. Just make sure to kind of aim, and catching is straightforward, and you'll develop better catches um, as you're more comfortable with the hot shot cut. Like there's this overhand grab, which I call the falcon, which looks like this because it's kind of like a falcon swooping down. But after you're comfortable with catching the card, when you throw the card, make sure to lift your hand up a bit. Um, this will give the card, um, it'll give it more air time. Because look, so say your hand is down like this and it's locked. That's as far as it's gonna get. Same position. Now I'm going to lift my hand up a bit, and it trails off the table. Okay. That's why if you're doing like a really long one, kind of restricted by the camera here, you need to when you're doing it, make sure to lift your hand up a bit. Okay, that'll give it more air motion, and that'll cause the card to move for a longer time. That's pretty much it. I'll give one last overview of everything. So, in cards are going to come closer to your thumb. Thumb is going to go break off about half the packet. Pinky is now coming to the bottom to make sure this packet does not fall, and thumb is going to rotate, okay, until it clears this top packet. Put the top packet on here. Use your middle to kind of square up this packet by pushing down a bit. Now use your index to push up and to the side, okay? Then all you're doing is pulling. Make sure it's at the pip. If you can see that, it's at the pip. The end of my middle finger is at the pip. Then going to lift up my hand a bit and pull. That's gonna cause the card to come to me. I'll probably teach a card trick with this, with the move the hot shot cut later. Maybe tomorrow or within the next week. So that's my tutorial for the hot shot cut. Thanks.